Have you ever stood in front of something so massive, so awe-inspiring that it made you wonder, how on earth was this even built? That's exactly the feeling the Great Pyramid of Giza evokes. For over 400 to 500 years, it has stood as a testament to human ingenuity, towering over the desert sands and challenging us to unravel its secrets. But here's the thing. Despite centuries of study, we still don't fully understand how the ancient Egyptians pulled off this monumental feat. Welcome to ARH Explorers, where we dive deep into the mysteries of history. Today, we're exploring one of the most fascinating questions of all time. How was the Great Pyramid of Giza built? From ancient accounts to cutting-edge technology, the story of the pyramid's construction is a tale of curiosity, controversy, and discovery. So let's begin. The mystery that has stood the test of time. The Great Pyramid was built around 2560 BC for Pharaoh Khufu, and for nearly 4,000 years, it remained the tallest man-made structure on Earth. Just think about that for a moment. 4,000 years. To put it in perspective, when the Romans were building the Colosseum, the Great Pyramid was already older to them than the Colosseum is to us today. But here's the kicker. We still don't know exactly how the ancient Egyptians built it. The pyramid is made of over 2.3 million stone blocks, each weighing an average of 2.5 tons. Some of the granite blocks in the king's chamber weigh up to 80 tons. How did they move these massive stones? How did they lift them hundreds of feet into the air? And how did they achieve such precision without modern tools? Theories abound, but the truth remains elusive. Let's start with the earliest recorded explanation, one that comes from the Greek historian Herodotus. Herodotus and the first theory. In 450 BC, Herodotus visited Egypt and asked the locals how the pyramid was built. They told him it was constructed using a series of wooden machines that acted like levers, lifting the stones tier by tier. Herodotus also claimed the pyramid was built as a stepped structure first, then smoothed from the top down. But here's the problem. Herodotus was writing 2,000 years after the pyramid was built. The Egyptians of his time were just as clueless as we are today. Some of his claims, like the use of wooden machines, have been debunked. Yet, his account remains the earliest written record of pyramid construction, and it set the stage for centuries of speculation. The ramp debate. Fast forward to modern times, and the most widely accepted theory is that the Egyptians used ramps to drag the stones upward. But what kind of ramps? Straight ramps? Spiral ramps? Internal ramps? The debate is far from settled. Archaeologists have found remnants of ancient construction ramps, like the one at the Hatnub Quarry, but these are small compared to what would be needed for the Great Pyramid. A straight ramp to the top would have been enormous. Imagine a ramp over a mile long. That's a lot of material and labor. This is where French architect Jean-Pierre Houdin enters the story. Jean-Pierre Houdin's revolutionary idea. In the early 2000s, Houdin proposed a groundbreaking theory. The Great Pyramid was built using an internal spiral ramp. Imagine a ramp winding its way up inside the pyramid, hidden from view. This would solve the problem of building a massive external ramp and allow workers to constantly check the pyramid's geometry. But Houdin didn't stop there. He also suggested that the Grand Gallery, the massive, sloping corridor inside the pyramid, was used as a counterweight system to lift the heaviest stones. Picture a giant sled loaded with stones, connected to ropes and counterweights, making it easier to haul blocks upward. Houdin's ideas were innovative, but they faced fierce resistance from Egyptologists. Why? Because he wasn't part of the academic establishment. He was an outsider with a bold theory, and that made him a target. The ScanPyramids mission and the Big Void. Despite the pushback, Houdin's ideas inspired a scientific revolution. In 2015, the ScanPyramids mission was launched, using cutting-edge technology like Muography to peer inside the pyramid without damaging it. And in 2017, they made a stunning discovery, a massive hidden void above the Grand Gallery, now known as the Big Void. This discovery was a game-changer. The Big Void is roughly the same size and orientation as the Grand Gallery, suggesting it could have been used as a second counterweight system. Suddenly, Houdin's theory didn't seem so far-fetched. But here's where the story takes a twist. Despite the evidence, many Egyptologists dismissed the findings. Some even claimed the Big Void was just a noise echo in the data. But let's be clear, the ScanPyramids team used 3 independent methods to confirm the void's existence. This wasn't a fluke, it was a landmark discovery. The politics of pyramid research. The story of the Great Pyramid isn't just about ancient engineering, it's also about modern politics. Egyptology is a field where egos and gatekeeping often get in the way of progress. Jean-Pierre Houdin faced years of rejection, not because his ideas lacked merit, but because he wasn't part of the academic club. Even the discovery of the Big Void was met with skepticism. Why? Because it challenged the status quo. But as Houdin himself said, the mission of discovery is more important than personal credit. What's next for the Great Pyramid? So where does this leave us? The truth is, we're closer than ever to understanding how the Great Pyramid was built, but there's still a lot we don't know. Houdin's theory provides a compelling framework, but it's not the final answer. What we need is more research, more technology, and more open-mindedness. The Great Pyramid is a puzzle that has captivated humanity for millennia, and it's not done revealing its secrets yet. The lesson of the Great Pyramid. The story of the Great Pyramid is a reminder that history is never finished. It's a living, breathing field that evolves with every new discovery. And it's a call to all of us to keep asking questions, to keep exploring, and to keep pushing the boundaries of what we think is possible. So, what do you think? How do you believe the Great Pyramid was built? Let me know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of history's greatest mysteries, do subscribe and like the video for more amazing content. This is ARH Explorers, signing off. Until next time, keep exploring.